Well, good morning everybody. Welcome back to part 2 of this video. If you haven't seen the previous part, I'll put a link up to it now. Where yesterday I was sort of out over in this cove here and went out to sea there, and then also did a bit of paddleboarding. So I'm in Hope Cove today. This is Hope Cove, just here. In here, it sort of comes, the beach comes way back in here. And I think what I'm going to do today is obviously first off cook some food, make some breakfast, and then I'm going to head all around this headland for a dive and hopefully try and get a sea bass. Saw a few yesterday, but they're just teasing me. So today hopefully we'll get one. So that's what I'm going to do today. Let's get on with that. Right, time to make some breakfast. So after swimming out for literally 5 minutes, I see that there was some fish swimming below me. So I quickly got my gun and tried to load it, and actually snapped one of my bands, which I was half expecting because I knew that the band was deteriorating. Luckily my gun has 2 bands, so it wasn't much of a problem. As I dove down to look at the fish a bit closer, I realised that they're all way undersized, but I took it as a sign of good things to come. So I just need to interrupt this video really quickly to explain something about the next clip. As I was changing location, I was covering some flat ground and I saw something in front of me, and I knew I had to take the shot with the spear gun before I lost the opportunity. At that same time I pressed record on the GoPro, so that's the reason why the video starts a bit late. Anyway, back to the video. So after dispatching the cuttlefish, I headed back into shore, and the sea continued to surprise me, this time with half a conger eel just floating in the water. That is half a conger eel. What the fuck? That's a knockout. You're a fat fucker, aren't you? Bloody hell. So after having a little play with this spider crab, I decided to let him go, because I already had a really decent catch for the day. Well, what a dive that one turned out to be. Look how scenic this all is. Super chuffed for that. Really decent sized goldfish. This thing's huge. So I think what I'm going to do now is tidy, pack away all the kit, probably have a rinse, and then set to how we're going to cook this. But just look at this. So I've just put the cuttlefish down on my fin, and I'm pretty impressed with it. So I'm actually going to weigh it. We'll see how big this thing comes out. There's my hand for reference. So it's a pretty big cuttlefish. There's a cuttlefish. Oh, can't quite see that. 1.465 kilos. Let's see what that is in pounds. In pounds, 3.2. Absolute beast. So I'm all cleaned up, fresh, and now I'm going to head down to the beach and I'm going to clean up this cuttlefish. So gut it and just basically do the process of turning animal into food. So, cuttlefish is all cleaned up. I've kept the tentacles because obviously they're quite big, and I'll obviously get the two sort of main wings of meat from the cuttlefish. What I'm going to do with that, I don't really know yet. I'm probably just going to head back to the van, find a recipe, and get creative, I think. So I have made a decision about how I'm going to cook the cuttlefish. What I'm going to do is I've got some rice in there. So I'm going to have a bed of rice, it's flavoured rice, with the cuttlefish cut into strips and scored on top, so that'll be fried. And then on top of that, I'm going to have a little bit of caramelised onion as well. So that is what I'm going to do now. So enjoy a cooking montage. Well, for a meal made with some botched ingredients, this looks bloody good. Let's give it a taste. Now that is hands down probably one of the best meals I've ever cooked in the van. Oh! That's good. That's so fresh. Literally caught not more than 3 hours ago. Cheers. So I think I'm going to end this catch and cook video here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, be sure to like, comment and subscribe for plenty more content like this coming throughout the summer. And I think what I'm going to do now is enjoy this cold beer and this lovely food with this exceptional view. So I will catch you in a bit.